a reality of the day. And that reality, sister, he had to face. And the reality was the presence of the enemy. And the presence of the enemy brought about an invasion. The enemy came, and if you look at it, he was 16 miles outside of Jerusalem. He was at the doorsteps of Israel. He was at the doorstep of the house of God. And he came not to knock on the door. He came to knock down the door. There was an invasion. He came to set up shop in their very home. And I'm going to tell somebody right now, not only is the devil over in Pakistan, not only is he over there and all of those foreign countries that we so-called know, but I want to tell you, the devil is in Orange Mountain too. He came right up to Marigold's doorstep and said, I came to take over the entire school. He came right up to me and my White House and said, I come to take over your family. But the Bible said, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. You might have came to kill, steal, and destroy. But Jesus said, I came that you may have life and life more abundantly. I thank God not only is the devil here, but God is here with me. David had a reality that the enemy was here to invade. The enemy was here to take over my house. The enemy was here to take over my land. The enemy came up to destroy everything I ever loved. And I want to tell somebody married today, the enemy has come to destroy your marriage. The enemy has came to destroy your kids. The enemy has come to destroy everything that you love. He's come to destroy everything that you touch. He wants to make it crumble. He got a mission statement. Do anybody want to know Satan's mission statement? His mission statement is to kill, steal, and destroy. But God's mission statement is to heal the brokenhearted, to uplift the bowed down head. His mission statement is to bless those that know him. Not only did the enemy come to invade, but the enemy came to intimidate. There Goliath was at the foot of the mountain, hurling out his intimidation and said, ain't no need for both armies to fight. You get your best champion to fight me, and whoever wins, that one army is winning. Ain't no use for a lot of bloodshed. That one man died for the purpose of all of Israel. And he was Goliath, 10 feet tall. His armor looked like shackles of skin from a scale of a fish. When the Middle Eastern sun would hit his shackles, it would make a blind sign and would make it look like he was taller than what he really was. And there he was with a sword in his hand. Said, I come to destroy everything that you touch. What he was doing, he was selling wolf tickets. And what he was doing, he was telling Israel what he was about to do. And the Board of Education sell wolf tickets. The state board, they sell wolf tickets. Our enemy, they sell wolf tickets. But I came to tell anybody, no weapon formed against us. I wish I had. Let me go on this side. I said, no weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. It may fail, but it won't. Let me go on this side. See if I get somebody help on this side. I said, I don't care what you're going through, baby. No weapon formed against you. No weapon formed against you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Somebody tell God thank you. It may fall, but somebody shout it won't prosper. You can't intimidate me with what you gonna try to do to my family. Because I know one thing, I already got the victory. Not only was it an invasion, not only did he come to intimidate, he also came to insult. I discovered one thing about the enemy, he's good at insulting. The enemy is good at calling names. Listen, they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. But that's a lie. Words hurt. When folks talk about you, they hurt. When folks lie on you, that hurt. When folks make all manner of evil against you, that stuff hurt. Saying the man is stealing money, you don't know what's going on in Melrose. You got this false investigation causing these false ghosts and all this type of stuff. That stuff hurts. But ain't y'all glad that when folks talk about you, ain't it good to know that they talk about Jesus? And he overcame, so that means I'm going to overcome too. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, they may talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Put their hands on me. Oh, somebody help me out up in here. Of the enemy was a reality, and the plague of the people was a reality. The whole nation was struck in fear. They were all scared of Goliath. Wasn't nobody scared but David. David was the only one who wasn't studying Goliath. Everybody else was struck in fear. And it's hard to operate around scared folks. Amen. Young folks say, you scared, call the police. One thing is, when you're trying to go in battle, it's hard to go in battle with folks you know ain't got your back. I can imagine if I'm going to be the leader of Melrose, and there's going to be some folks behind me, I'll be able to look up and see them. Especially in my time of need. It's hard going to battle with folks who are too scared to raise their hand and say what the truth is, regardless of who feeling is going to hurt. If they are lying, call them a liar. If they're a false prophet, call them a false prophet. If they messing up, tell them they messing up. Is there a lying cause? I'll never forget, I was at my home church and they was talking about the pastor, and somebody was saying, well, you know, you heard him say it. Why don't you get up and say something? Well, you know, I don't want to get involved. No, you're already involved. You are involved. If you're a golden wildcat, you're involved. If you're a member of the church, you are involved. You got to get involved. Because if you don't do nothing, who will? They were all struck in fear, and nobody was going to do anything. But one thing about it, y'all, the reality, not only was the presence of the enemy there, not only was the plague of the people there, but the pride was always there. Because this will hurt David more than anything. Anybody in here today? David was getting ready to fight Goliath. And his brothers spoke out against him. David was getting ready to fight the battle from without. And he got blindsided from the battle from within. He knew what Goliath was going to do. But it surprised him what his own brother did. His own brother came against him. And sometimes, y'all, it really hurt when your enemy wears maroon and gold just like you do. It really hurt when Lord have mercy, when your own church member is an enemy just like Satan is. No, we can always fight Satan from without. But I got to fight my own brothers and sisters too. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's bad enough I got to fight the devil. Don't let me have to fight you too. Say his own brother. Tell him, shut up. Sit down somewhere. His own brother was opposing him when his brother should have been encouraging him, telling him, you can do it. I got your back. If you in battle, I'm in battle with you. We all in this thing together. Can I get a witness, somebody? Can I get somebody to stand with me? Don't stand against me, stand with me. We are all in this thing. Oh, help me, somebody. After David realized the reality, he began to take on the responsibility. David said, there's reality, and I have to face it. There's a responsibility, and I must face that too. And the first responsibility was to my family, because David had brothers that was in war, and the enemy was coming to kill his brothers that was in war. David said, my responsibility that if they fighting, I'm in a fight too. I'm telling you, my dad used to make it plain to me. My dad used to say, if running fighting, you better fight right with him. I don't care if he winning, you better jump in it too. Ain't nothing fair about fighting. My dad said, if I see you fighting and he ain't helping, I'm going to whoop him. And if I see him fighting and you ain't helping, I'm going to whoop you. Both of y'all going to get in fight. So me and Runner understood, regardless of who fight, this was going to be a double team.